Yes, hello everyone. My name is Wakuraj Innocent, a student of Google University. Yeah, welcome to my YouTube channel. So, as I told you previously in my introductory video, I told that I'm going to meet you again. And so, in this video, we're going to discuss about APA format. We are going to know more about APA format referencing style. So, and in my PowerPoints here, I've already typed the detailed information, so I'm going to just explain for you so that you can understand very well. So in my first slide here, I'm having like for instance, when you're having one authors, two authors, three or more authors, how are you going to cite them in your what reference in-text citation? You are seeing under in-text what citation. So when you're having one authors, how are you going to cite? Two authors, three authors, how are you going to cite? And then in the next slides, you are seeing when you're having group authors with abbreviation, how are you going to cite them in the in-text citation? When you're having group authors without what abbreviation, also how are you going to cite those what authors? And when you're having multiple works by the same authors in the same year, so you also know. And then when you're citing multiple sources in one parenthesis, when you're citing multiple sources in one parenthesis, how are you going to cite what in what in-text citation with what APA 7 editions? So you're going to know. So let me go to next slide. Yeah. So under one author, you're seeing under one author, the format we are going to use under parenthetical. So in this parenthetical, meaning you are going to everything is going to be inside the bracket. So the author's name here, you open the bracket, then you place a comma. So you are seeing under parenthetical. So with this parenthetical, you open the bracket, then you write the author's name, place a comma, then the year, and then you close what? The bracket. And then under narrative, the name of the author is going to be outside, then you open bracket, you put your year, then you close the bracket. So for example, under parenthetical, we are saying open the bracket Smith, comma, 2020, then you close the bracket. So let me be getting. And then under narrative, the name is going to be outside Smith, open bracket 2020, then you close. Discuss the effects of climate change. That's when you want citing under in-text citation under one author. So let me see under what? Two authors. Under two authors, you're saying under parenthetical, everything is inside the bracket. So you open the bracket, authors, first what? The first authors. When you're having two authors now, you open the bracket under parenthetical, first author, and then the second authors. Then you place the comma, then you put the year. And then under narrative, the name of the authors are going to be outside, and then the year. So first author and second author, then you open bracket, you place the year, then you close the bracket. Let us see the example from here. Then you're having parenthetical. This format, you are going to everything inside the bracket. So you first open the bracket, and then you write Smith and Johnson, then you place the comma, 2020, then you close the bracket. Then under narrative, the name author's name is going to be outside, then the year in the bracket. So you say Smith and Johnson, open bracket 2020, then you close. Urge that biodiversity what is threatened. So that is how you cite under in-text citation when you're having two authors. So let me go to another slides. So let me go to another slides, the fifth slides. So from here, we are going to know how to cite three or more authors. So for three or more authors now in the APA 7 edition, simplifies the citing by using what? At al. When you're having three or more authors, you use at al, which also mean like and many headers. So after the first what? Author's name, you use what? At al. After the first author's name. So in our format here, under parenthetical, you know under parenthetical, everything is going to be inside the bracket, the author's name plus the year. So you open the bracket, authors 1, then you say at all. Then you remember to put a full stop, and then you place comma, and then the year. Thereafter, you close your bracket. Then under narrative, author's name is going to be outside. The first author 1, then at all to represent like, and so many others. Then you put the full stop, and then you open the bracket, you place the year, and then you close the bracket. So under example, under parenthetical, if you open the bracket, Smith at al, full stop, comma, 2020, you close the bracket. Under narrative, we're having Smith at al, full stop, open bracket, 2020, close, found that urbanization affects birds migration patterns. So you can see how we cannot cite this thing under in-text citation. So under what? When you're having many authors, just say 2 or more authors, 3 or more authors, you use at all. Yeah. So we go to the next slides. So when you're having group authors with abbreviations, if the group is what recognized and they're having abbreviation, so if the source is authored by what group, that is recognized. So if you what use what under first citation under parenthetical, you open the bracket, then you say World Health Organization. You write the name of the what the organization, and then you put the abbreviation in the bracket, open bracket, close, then you press the comma 2020. And then you want to send a narrative, you press the name of the organization outside what the organization, then and the bracket then with capital letter, then you press comma 2020 the year, then you close. So now in the subsequent citing, because when the group is known and recognized, you're going to cite only for the first time the full name, but in the subsequent citing you're going to use what the abbreviation, that abbreviation. So in the subsequent citing, the parenthetical, just use the abbreviation like open bracket comma 2020 close. Then on a narrative, that abbreviation is going to be outside close bracket 2020 close. So that is under group authors with abbreviation. Now let us go to group authors without abbreviations. Let us see. So with group authors without abbreviations, so if the group author does not have a recognized abbreviation, write the full name each time. So you write the full name when they're not having the abbreviation. So for example, under this format parenthetical, we are opening the bracket, organization name, you write, then comma, year, then you close. So under narrative also, say organization name outside, then the year in the bracket. So example here, you're saying parenthetical, open bracket, American Psychological Association, that's APA format, then comma 2020 close the bracket, and the narrative American Psychological Association. Remember, American A is going to be capital N, P capital N, A. So note that, then you open the bracket, place your year. That's when you're having group authors without what abbreviations. So it's a simple thing. It's a simple thing. Can easily learn this thing when you know it's going to help you in research findings. For example, when you're now in your final year, you're going to know how to use in-text citation and APA format very well without making any mistake. So it's very good. Just be serious. Let us focus on this video. We go to the next slide. Yeah. So when multiple works by the same authors in the same year, when the same author is having multiple works, how are we going to do? So when citing multiple works by the same authors published in the same year, distinguish them by adding what lowercase what letters. You separate them by adding A, B, C in its lowercase. Yeah, to the year. You add it to the year now. When you have the same author is having very many works, 2 or more works published in the same year, so just separate those work by the letter small lowercase a, b, c. You put on the year. So for example, in this format parenthetical, you open the bracket, you write the author's name, put the comma, then year for year A, close the bracket, or open bracket authors, comma, year B, yeah, like that. Even for narrative, you open the narrative, the author's name is going to be outside, as you know. Or narrative, the author's name will always be outside, while parenthetical, the author's name is going to be inside. So for narrative, the author's name is outside, then the year in the bracket, year A or B. So that is for narrative. Thereafter, the example is here. You can see parenthetical, the open the bracket Smith, comma 2020A, and then what? A semicolon, then another Smith, comma 2020B. This meaning the author is having the same author is having two publications in the same year. There's also under narrative, their name is going to be outside there, and the year in the bracket with that A. Studied climate change while Smith, open bracket 2020B, close, explored its effects on ecosystem. So you can see how they are cited under text citation. Go to another slide, number 9. So citing multiple sources in one parenthesis. So when you're having multiple sources, but you want to cite what in one parenthesis. So to cite sources in one parenthetical citation, list them alphabetically by the first author's last name. So you list them alphabetically using the first author's last name, separate by what the semicolons. So the format is here. You open the bracket, author 1, comma, year. semicolon, author 2, comma, here, then they close the bracket. So example, parenthetical. So meaning when you're citing multiple sources in one parenthesis, so you're going to use under parenthesis, you're going to always differentiate those authors with comma. Yeah, so under parenthetical, you can see open bracket Johnson, comma, 2019, semicolon, and then semicolon. You separate the author with what? With semicolon. I mean, so you separate the authors by semicolon, you'll even see from here by colon, then Smith, comma, 2020, close the bracket. So this suggests that both Johnson, open bracket 2019, and Smith 2020 contributed to the research on climate policy. So if they're citing multiple sources in one parenthesis, so that's how you do it. Let me go to the next slides, of which I'm just going to say thanks for watching. We meet again in the next video. So just beg you continue watching. There are still more important things to come in this channel. I beg you subscribe after watching. Thank you. May God bless you.